Okay, gorgeous beings of light. Hello and welcome. This is Elmara coming to you with day 25 of our 28 days to absolute love. Today we've got a cracker for you. I'm going to talk about God. I'm going to go there. I'm going to share with you what you're all missing by avoiding the word God or having issues with the word God, which many spiritual people do. If I put something up that says God's absolute love or wake up God or anything like that, then it gets way less views because everybody is still stuck on this God being some white bearded man up in the sky. And what that really means is that you've still got unhealed issues within you to do with that religious crap. So take a big breath in for me, please. Let it out with a sigh. And another one. Big belly breath in, right down into your base chakra. And another one. And letting go of everything that's outside of this moment. Bringing your awareness back within. Calling back all of yourselves clean and clear and fully aligned with God's source. And we're going to activate God within every one of our 100 trillion cells and 100 trillion telomeres. Activate the seraphim and cherubim angels, Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Jesus' grandmother Anna, the Syrians, Alliance, Acturians, and any other galactic beings who wish to be with us right now, and all of our higher spiritual healing teachers, guides, and angels. Breathe in and breathe out, and I want you to continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose now. If you have a reaction to anything I say, then just come back and breathe into it. It's because you have unhealed stuff. I remember first time when I was back in my 20s, early 30s, I used to be Great Spirit this and Great Spirit that and Great Spirit this. And just a receptionist at the service offices I worked in said to me, "Oh, you have big issues with God." And I went, "No, I don't." She goes, "Yes, you do." And as always, you know, when something's brought to you within a matter of years, I had this whole awakening to do with the fact that I did have really big issues with God. I called it source, I called it God's source, I called it the universe, I called it, Great Spirit was my favorite, but anything but God, because the family I was raised in did some pretty ungodly things to me. But it was also because it was still in my head that God was this big white bearded man outside of me in the sky. Breathe. Which is religious stuff. And there's just been much horrible stuff happening in the world in the name of God. Some of the whatever extreme groups go, we're doing this killing in the name of God, etc., etc. So, and I understand that because I was raised in a household that did some pretty ungodly things to me as well. So just breathe. But, and this is a big but God is not some white-bearded man up in the sky. That's the big lie you've been told. God is you. The very essence of you, that absolute love we've been working on is you. God's absolute love is you. And when you begin to, and so for the people that reject God, they're rejecting themselves. And that's why you have so many broke spiritual people. So many people can't get their shit together. They call themselves spiritual. Because any mention of the word God, and they're just like, no, because they couldn't conceive for 1 minute that the power of God might live within them, that the power of God might actually be them, that God is your true essence and your true self. Underneath all of the bull dust and everything else, God, the power of God is you, is in you, with you, always been with you. And if you don't believe me, let's just do a little something that might change all that for you. I want you just to start chanting this with me. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. You can keep breathing in through your nose and repeating this to yourself. Might be a really good way to start integrating this, but we're just going to do this for a minute or so. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. And just notice if you can feel any energy moving. If you can't, that doesn't mean that something truly powerful isn't happening, but just keep repeating this with me. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. Let's add a little bit of juju to this. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now, and start stamping your feet as well. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. Take a big breath in for me. Now that's less than 1 minute. And what difference can you feel in your body? So you can do that whenever you feel like crap. Come home from a hard day's work, just go stop your feet on Mother Earth and command. Maybe not do it out loud if you've got neighbours, if you don't want them to take you off to the funny farm or something, but just repeat it to yourself. The power of God exists within you, and when you wake that up, that's when magic happens. It's the same with people when they pray, they beg, God, please, 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 can you find me my life partner? God, please, 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 can you, I don't know, give me a pay rise. God, can you please, help me lose 20 pounds? No, stop doing that rubbish and start saying thank you like it's already done, because you're already perfect, whole and complete. You're already this limitless, pristine, perfect, powerful being of light. And once you begin to start acknowledging that, that's when it works for you and it starts to wake up for you. So saying things like, thank you, God, for the $10,000 that's just arrived in my account to make my life easier for me. Thank you, God, for helping me sell my home for a really good price. Thank you, God, for healing my body and bringing it back into pristine health and wellness. Thank you, God, for all of the loving friends that I'm surrounded by now. Thank you, God, for all of the love and joy and bliss and miracles you bring into my life every day. Change your prayers into a thank you, and in the present tense like it's already done. Thank you, God, for those millions of dollars I want to buy my own home. Thank you, God. And go big, mind you. If you go big and you just don't think you're worth $10,000 extra a year in your pay rise, you might want to just start small and go, but it wouldn't matter. God doesn't know the difference between $10,000 and $10 million. You do. It's your stuff that stops you from awakening the power of God. And if you have issues with this thing this little activation we've just done now, then listen to this over and over again and keep repeating, I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. Because the power of God is God's absolute love. It's the same thing. That's, I've been getting you to work with absolute love, but the truth is I've been getting you to work with God. It's just taken me to now to tell you about it, because I didn't want you all to run away before you had an opportunity to recognize the power of God that is you. And the more you chant that, I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. And you can do that. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. I command the power of God to delete, dissolve, destroy, and blow up into a million pieces anything and everything that is out of alignment with my true God self. Take those million pieces down into the core of Mother Earth, burn them up, and return them to ash so they can never be resurrected again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now, and to delete, dissolve, destroy, and blow up into a million pieces anything and everything that's out of alignment with my true God, absolute love self that lives within me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take those million pieces down into the core of Mother Earth and burn them up and return them to ash so they can never, ever be resurrected again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. Now, we've done it for, this whole thing's been going for 10 minutes, but we did that, I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now for just a minute or so. If you really, really want to change your life really fast, start chanting, I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. And do it, you can do it silently while you're driving the car, while you're having a bath or a shower. You can do it while you're cooking your dinner. Your food will taste delicious if you cook while chanting, I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now. The sooner you recognize that you are a pure God source being of light, you always have been, you always will be, put your focus on that instead of trying to fix yourself because you think you're broken when you're not broken. You've just forgotten the magnificence of who you truly are. Breathe. And just see if you can connect now into that absolute love that you were before you were conceived, which you've always been, all of your life. It's just underneath all the crap. Breathe. I am God, I am love, I'm one is another cool one too.